everywhere. Like, and we would go like watch like fucking Mexican rodeos and shit.
You go do that?
Yeah.
How old were you right there?
Like 8 or 9.
Watching the rodeos and shit?
Yeah, watching the Mexican rodeos, yeah.
I mean, them Paisas, that's why you be attracting them Paisas.
I know, huh?
I don't know, man. There's too many Paisas out here, though.
There is a lot of Paisas. I don't like the taco. When I say I like a Paisa that's a hard-working man. I don't want him with the fucking taco hat and pointy boots and the hamburger meat hanging out. Like, no.
Like Mario, looking like Mario and shit.
Yeah, no. Just like a hard-working man that is like about hard work and having things.
And do they have to speak English too, or they can just straight speak Spanish?
No, I don't like
no?
that. No.
I thought you were down for that.
No.
What? All right, so let's get into mixed kids. How do you feel about mixed kids? Like, would you have some mixed kids back then?
No, I personally wouldn't, just because of my upbringing. But I would love it if my kids brought me mixed kids. Like,
you think so? Okay.
Yeah.
Right, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't mind your daughter coming home Asian? Have an Asian baby now?
No. It'll be exciting to me, like.
And how would you feel like meeting their parents and shit? They got a whole new culture. Like, would you tell your daughter, like, go with their culture? Or tell, like, you got to press her, like, she's going to be this religion? That's a big thing when it comes to mixed kids.
Yeah. I think it would depend on her husband. Like, if he's... yes.
You're going to give it to... Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you're going to tell her you listen to him.
I don't know. Okay, so, like, I do feel like in a good relationship, you should submit to some things. You have to meet in the middle. Don't lose who you are. But there is certain things that, like, a society expects, and it should be a 50-50. Like, maybe you should cook for him and he should wash the dishes. But
when it comes to, like, religion, sports teams, like, stuff that matters, go with what he's saying? Like, last name too, the sons get the last name of him and everything?
No, like I said, it depends on the kind of man. Is he a good man? Does he provide for you? Does he treat you with love?
Yeah, like, let's say he does all that.
He does all that, then yeah, go with him. Go.
You'll tell her to listen to him.
If you are okay with his beliefs and you understand them,
and what if she's not okay with it? And like, he's really like, it's about to break the marriage just because it's not okay with her.
So she ain't the first woman to be single, like.
So you'd rather her be single than have her be compromisable? Sheesh.
No, when you put it like that, but it depends. There's got to, like, be a lot of factors that go into it. Like I said, is he a good man? And you said yes, but she's just not having it. Well, it's her. But she's a strong, independent woman. Mm-hmm. Why should she have to bring to those beliefs? Like, she attracted him.
Not her, but her kids.
But her kids.
Like, she don't need to change herself, but her kids.
I don't know, like, if...
Because that's a big one. The kids could pick later on. But, I mean, growing up, are they going to get baptized if there are other religions like Buddhists or something? Or
I mean, I think that should be between him and her. They should be able to communicate that. If they can't, then, yeah, they got to go their separate ways.
But what if she comes to you asking for your advice?
Don't put me in the middle of that shit, because if it doesn't work out for you, you're going to come and tell me, Mom, you said. So, fuck, no, don't put...
So you're just going to let her be blind?
I'm not going to let her be blind, but I trust my daughter enough to know that she'll make the right decision for her.
But, I mean, the right decision, do you think it's the correct decision? What do you, like, tell her type thing?
I mean, honestly, like, half of America is from broken families. It sounds ugly. Half of America is from broken families. She wouldn't be the first and she wouldn't be the last. If she can't find that middle ground with him, because that's always going to be a problem. You're going to live a miserable life because he might think his fucking family's a fucking Kennedys because of their fucking values and religions and traditions and whatever the fuck. And she might not fucking think so great of him. She's not impressed by those motherfuckers. Why should she have to conform to fit in their circle if she's
For the
she's
sake
not
of the
impressed?
kids? The sake of the kids? But I mean, does that matter?
No, it doesn't fucking matter.
For the sake of the kids?
No.
So they'll definitely be what she is.
If she's strong, yeah.
So you would want her to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I want my daughter. Like I want.
They're gonna be this religion.
Okay, so I want my daughter to have a godly marriage.
Oh, but even in church and everything.
I mean, I want God to be the center of their marriage, for her to always have peace in her house, so that they can learn to get along and like respect and stuff. Because all that stuff starts to fade after time. You know, like fights and stuff. You don't respect them the same way. You don't. They don't defend you to their family. You don't have the same respect for them.
I mean, you should test all that out before you get married.
But you don't know these things. That's ideal to you, but there's situations that come along the way that you could never foresee in the beginning.
Yeah, and then stuff happens, and then, you lose. Would you say that you fall more in love with a person with time, or you fall less in love with a person?
I think as long, like if you guys, how you guys vibe together, how you guys respect each other and get along and communicate with each other, has a lot to do with how you'll continue to feel. Like if you start like being sneaky and keeping secrets from each other, avoiding each other, doing things on the down low without this one knowing, then you're gonna start to build resentment and shit like that, and you're gonna start to hate the motherfucker because they didn't respect you to come and tell you the truth. Like, hurt feelings will last for a minute when they tell you the truth, but the betrayal will last forever. Like, the hurt of the betrayal will last forever.
I think so, for sure, definitely. Like, that becomes vengeance.
Like, and then you become, like, bitter, and, like every motherfucker's gonna pay the price because this motherfucker made a fool of me. Like,
I feel like a lot of people are paying the price because of dumb fools.
Oh, yeah, like...
For sure.
Fool me once, shame on me, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, motherfucker. And it ain't happening again, like, for real. So, yeah.
Freaking, how do you feel about, like, people saying, like, like, the one that cheats is usually, like, the loser of the relationship, the one, like, they couldn't stay loyal type thing?
I think that's true. Because, like, I just think, like, if you're not happy, it's easier said than done. Because, like I said, you're weighing that, like, I got all this stuff, you know, do I want to? And I want to go see what's going on over there, but I ain't ready to go all the way over there yet. Let me just see what's happening over here. You know what I mean? Like, so, and then the person that, like, it does take balls and dignity to not cross that line, because you might be unhappy and you might know that they're cheating on you and you might get the opportunity to stoop to their level. But for me, like, I'm a proud ass bitch. Like, at the end of the day, like, I never wanted my kids to look at me like, you're a dirty whore because I know what you did behind my dad's back. And you have to look at myself to, like, because if you can't prove it but you're doing it yourself because you think, in the end, you can look like the fool, because they might not have even been making you look like a fool. But here you have crossed this line and made yourself look.
Yeah, that happens a lot too, man. Like, sheesh, yeah. Oh, you man, thinking you're doing something good, and the other person thinking you're doing something bad, they just go ahead and do something bad.
Bad to you, yeah. But then at the end, they got to live with it because they stooped low enough to try and be at your level or something. You know what I mean? Like, instead of going higher, keeping their head high and keeping it, which it's not always the easiest thing to do, you know?
I don't think so. Like, yeah, definitely not easy. Like, definitely if you think the other person is cheating and, like,
and you want to be petty too. Like, I got a motherfucker on my tip.
Yeah.
I can fuck with somebody else. Like, yeah. But in the end, like, you might be end up making a fool. Like, this fool could be your worst nightmare.
That new fool?
The new fool could be your worst
Just
nightmare.
because you're trying to make
the other fool make the other nigga look like a fool. Like,
damn.
It could.
I bet that happens a lot for sure.
Oh yeah, but it happens to men too. Like, Have you ever heard of the 80-20 rule?
What's that?
So like a man will be complaining that his wife, his girlfriend, she does this, she don't do this and this, right? And there's this new bitch that piques his interest, and he leaves his 80 because his 20 looks like 100 to begin with. But once he starts to know her, she don't fucking cook, she don't clean, she don't like, she's just lazy, she don't believe in you.
That's the problem.
And she just 20%. You left this 80% because this 20% looked better.
Mm.
But that's like in general, like human nature. You know what I mean? Because it's a new toy. It's exciting. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna.
Mm-hmm.
It's
and definitely if you're allowing some shit to what.
it's an ego boost. Like, oh, this nigga feeling me. Like, this fool don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, like I've seen some shit on Twitter. It's like you're wasting time if you're only putting on one person type thing. You're wasting time. Like you got enough time to deal with a couple people, but you're wasting time just dealing with one.
Yeah, I mean, so I was watching Love and Hip Hop. They're old reruns, right? But I don't know if you know, like Little Fizz. He's dating this girl and she's cute. She's a model and everything, you know. But he like wants to tell her, it's you're not the only one that I'm seeing, you know. But he says he compares her to an appetizer. He's like, you know, like when you go to a restaurant and they give you these nice little fancy appetizers, and then you're gonna wait for your main course. And she's all, are you saying that I'm the appetizer or the main course? And he's all, I'm saying I'm not done eating the appetizers yet. I'm not ready for my main course. I'm having a good time trying everything else.
That's right.
And she's pissed, but with good reason. You know, like, who the fuck is this motherfucker to come up in here and compare me to a fucking appetizer? But at the same, he shouldn't have said it like that to her. But at the same time, like, at least he was man enough to say, like, I'm still, like, ordering from the menu. I don't know what I want yet. Like,
yeah, at least told her straight out. Like, you may not be the one. I haven't seen that you're the one yet. Type shit.
But then he did give mixed signals. Like, give her the key to his place.
Oh, yeah.
Told her she could have, because he went out of town. Told her she could stay at his place. Gave her 2 drawers to put her stuff in and stuff like that. And
I mean, he probably got other cabinets too. Filled with other people that got drawers.
I guess.
Gotta check all the drawers. Like, whose drawers
but
this?
You should be checking, like, who you're messing with. You know what I mean? Like, if you're messing with, like, a player, then you know what to expect. You know better. Like, you should be smart enough to know what's a good time and what's a long time. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's what is one of the signals. Like, when you know this person is a good time or a long time.